Hey everybody, Michael Santarcangelo of the Security Catalyst here with the Office Hours recap for March 19th, 2021. If you haven't had a chance yet, you are invited to join us for Office Hours. We meet on Fridays at noon, and you can learn more at securitycatalyst.com/office hours. When we're there, we talk about a variety of topics. They tend to center around ways to do security better by focusing on business, communication, leadership, and personal development. Every Friday has been an absolute treat. It's a different group of people. There's some regulars now, and I always come away amazed, which is why I get to do these awesome recaps and share some of the best pieces that came out of it. Now, we always open by asking, tell me something good. And this week, one of the participants reflected on value and shared that they'd been reflecting on value over the last couple weeks based on a series of successes and thinking about the way that things have shifted over the course of the last year, and came up with this absolute money quote that asking them to evolve is also asking them to evolve me. Now, that kicked off an entire conversation that ran the entire office hours. It led us to talking about how do we get people to take ownership? How do we build that relationship to help them understand, to get them through that point of, I understand, but I don't want it. I'm not ready. How do we move them to action? And we realized and explored the really deep parallels between marketing and selling. Of course, it prompts the question, what really matters? What do people really care about? With a kind of neat insight that a lot of times we aren't sure. Right? It requires a pretty good level of self-awareness and situational awareness to really understand how those things work. And so I shared a process I called the Catalyst Method. And it was a way I stumbled a couple years ago onto figuring out how to help people figure out what really matters by asking them 5 questions that would only take 5 minutes a day, and just ask them to do it 5 days in a row. Now, there's, of course, some caveats and some methods to it. But I found it was a remarkable way of helping people just shift perspective and get a little bit more self and situational awareness. So I shared this quote from Tony Blauer that self-awareness leads to situational awareness, which is the foundation for critical thinking, which leads to creativity. And it seemed pretty important in the types of stuff that we're talking about here. So then we said, well, so do people buy security, or do they buy the outcome? Are they saying, I'm from security, do this, or do they want the outcome of whatever you're doing with them? Newsflash, they buy the outcome. So talking about what we're buying, what we looked at was that security leaders tend to buy from the vendors who educate them with ideas and insights. It takes a long time sometimes to build that relationship, but these are the people that security leaders will do deals with, and they'll do more deals with, and they refer to other people. In fact, of note, what came from it was, I never share video, only blogs and articles. Now, I think that's just as interesting if you're a security leader today, because you have internal clients, you have internal constituents, you have people that you need to serve internally. How are you building that relationship, and what kind of ideas and insights are you sharing with them to know that they can come to you when they're ready to? So that's it. It was another great week. Bring your problems to me Friday at noon, securitycatalyst.com/office hours.